Listen closely, dear one, for this is a word meant for you in this very moment. I see where you are, heart full of questions, soul craving assurance, mind weighed down by yesterday's battles and tomorrow's unknowns. As you pause here, know that I am drawing you, offering a revelation you need right now. The pull you feel inside, the quiet ache and hope mingling together, aren't random. They are signs that I am near, my voice reaching for you. If you quiet your heart for these minutes, you will unfold what your spirit longs for. A deep assurance that your journey is not overlooked, your destiny not abandoned. Turn away now and you might miss the strength I am pouring out for today's steps. Receive this word as fresh water for your thirsty heart. I have been preparing your soul gently, nurturing your heart for greater triumphs than you imagine. My work is happening quietly, deep within, shaping you for victories you have yet to see. I am strengthening your character, little by little, teaching your faith to stand firm. Every day, I am inviting you to trust my word more than your doubts, and to let go of the fears that whisper you are alone. I am gifting you courage, not a borrowed bravery, but my own, so you can stand with boldness even when the world around you trembles. My desire is that your spirit becomes steady as steel, that nothing and no one can topple you, no matter how many obstacles gather or how fierce the opposition seems. No hand raised against you can undo what I am building inside of you. Even when it feels as if forces unite to break your resolve, remember, my promise remains your shield. Let your confidence be seen and your faith heard, not only by those around you, but by the very world that tries to dishearten you. The strength I kindle inside you is no ordinary thing. It is the testimony of my love, firm and unwavering. Carry this secret with you. I have chosen you for extraordinary things, to rise with courage and declare through both word and living that you are not weak but strong, not lost but called. In moments when voices of fear shout your name, you do not have to shrink or tremble. You are not among those who turn and run when uncertainty looms. Instead, you are a child who faces forward, heart awake, faith burning, ready for the next challenge. Imagine yourself in the stillness, hand over your heart, reminding your soul out loud, I am strong, I am wise, I am courageous. As you say it, feel my presence settle over you like a calm morning. The victories waiting ahead are shaped by this confidence you've chosen to nurture. Understand, beloved, that these words are about you. When doubt lingers, wondering if these promises could really be for someone like you, hush that doubt for a moment and receive this truth. I know you deeply, and I am intent on seeing you walk in victory. Each day I return speaking fresh courage, because battles are not won in a single moment but in 1,000 daily choices. Your adversaries may try to shake your faith, cloud your mind with discouragement, or steal the hope I've planted, but I am unwavering. Each morning, I offer my hand, ready to guide you through every conflict. You never walk alone in your struggles. Notice how faith has begun to bloom like seeds planted in fertile soil. I see your soul receiving strength, little by little, as my words settle in your spirit. Even if your voice trembles, speak in agreement with what I say about you. See what happens when determination rises within, discouragement flees, and a fresh wind of hope breathes new life into your day. If you are becoming stronger, acknowledge it now. Let this moment be a turning point where you recognize the quiet growth happening in you. Ask for what you need without shrinking back. I listen not for foolish requests or shallow desires, but for the cries of your heart that long for healing, provision, and wholeness. My love comes with miracles, unknown but tender, healing for your deep places, forgiveness that washes shame away, peace for those anxious corners of your mind, You have learned the value of what I provide. You no longer waste what I give, but steward blessings with care. Because of this trust, I am ready to pour out more than you envisioned. Wonders so beautiful you can scarcely imagine. Let your actions display the loyalty and faith you profess. Show the world, and more importantly your own heart, that you stand as a champion, brave, committed, lifted by my purpose for you. With your hands and your dreams, I will do the unimaginable, reaching many through your willingness to say yes. You will bring comfort and help to those in need, and as you do, grace will overflow onto your own family, bringing new and breathtaking experiences for every generation. Pay attention to how this word fills you with fresh encouragement, pointing the way to new paths you had not considered. You are not lost or adrift, even if confusion tries to cloud your vision. Today I reach out and take your hand, ready to lead you into places of awe and breakthrough. Those around you, whether young with dreams or older with longing, will taste the supernatural as I open their eyes to beauty others cannot see. Above all, stay close to me each day, not with rote rituals, but with genuine longing. Wake in the morning and let gratitude rise, remembering the times I rescued you, hidden but present in your hardest moments. Allow thankfulness to fill your heart, for it strengthens your soul and stirs up faith for what is next. When you recall glimpses of my love, tucked away in forgotten memories, let them shape the way you walk forward. My love has never been absent. Even when your heart felt distant, I was carrying you, sustaining you with a compassion deeper than words can say. Do not downplay the importance of your every breath, your every choice to turn towards me. You are precious, and every moment of surrender is met with blessing. The place you are in now is sacred, because I meet you here, speaking peace into your turmoil and courage into your fears. Stay present, dear child. The journey is not over, and what I am preparing for you has only just begun. As you let these words settle into the quiet corners of your heart, know that I am not far away. I am closer than your own breath, attentive to every doubt and longing that quietly rises within you. Even now, as questions stir beneath the surface, questions about your worth, your place, or tomorrow's uncertain ground, I want you to recognize my steady presence gathering around you. The world may hurry past or overlook you, but you are intimately seen and fiercely cherished. In this moment, it matters less what you feel and more about the truth that anchors you. My love for you is unchanging, gentle, and fierce, a refuge in which you can exhale your anxieties. You do not need to strive for my approval or exhaust yourself chasing significance. Your existence delights me already. Pause for a breath and sense the weight of my hand upon your shoulder, a touch that is both encouragement and reassurance. When overwhelm crashes against you like a rising tide, let yourself remember that I am the one who quiets every storm and cradles your trembling heart. Notice how I am in the familiar things, the stillness of morning, the hush before dawn, light streaming through an open window. Each new day is a quiet invitation to trust, to believe that something good and unshakable is unfolding even when you cannot see it. If your heart is heavy with yesterday's regrets or future worries, bring them here. Let me carry what you cannot. My beloved, there is no requirement that you appear strong before me. Tears are welcome. Your honesty is safe. It is here, in this place of candor, that I bring restoration, gentle as rain softening dry ground. You may fear that disappointment will always be your companion, or that trials will always linger at the threshold. But I see a deeper longing beneath your questions, the hope for peace that outlasts circumstances, the desire to know you are not alone in uncertain seasons. Let me speak softly into that ache. I am with you not for a passing moment, but through every change, each heartbreak, and every small victory. I notice when your courage wavers, and when hope flickers like a fragile flame. Let yourself linger in this space a moment longer, allowing gratitude to rise like sunlight lifting the chill. Even if your gratitude feels small or hard to muster, offer it as you are able. Thankfulness is not a demand but an open door, an opportunity for your spirit to taste hope again. With every grateful breath, you will sense how fear begins to loosen its hold. In your home, in the familiar rhythm of your days, my goodness is at work, planting seeds that will one day become a rich harvest of joy and assurance. Take note of the gentle ways I provide. A needed word, a comforting friend, the steady rhythm of your own heartbeat. Some mornings you may wake with questions that are too large for words, or sadness that arrives without warning. I understand the weight of waiting, the ache of prayers you have repeated so many times that your voice is hoarse. Even in those stretched out seasons, I am patient with you. When faith feels fragile, know that my faithfulness never falters. I remain constant, even when your feelings shift like shadows on the wall. Bring me each hope and every frustration, for nothing you carry is insignificant to me. I have not left you to face your struggles in isolation. I am your shelter, your source of strength when yours is spent. At times, you may wonder about my timing or doubt that I have heard your silent prayers. But even the quietest sighs and hidden tears are known to me. I collect them and I respond, not always with instant answers, but with an abiding presence that brings comfort and clarity when you need it most. Let yourself rest now, body and mind surrendering to trust for these next few moments. Receive again the assurance that you belong, that your journey matters, that you are never outside the circle of my care. I am shaping something beautiful within you, even when the evidence remains hidden from view. If your relationships feel strained or you long for reconciliation in your family, invite me into those places of tension. My peace can enter any room, quiet any conflict, and soften hardened hearts. Even now, I am working behind the scenes for your good, turning disappointment into wisdom and sorrow into compassion. You do not need to fix every broken piece on your own. Lean into my wisdom, ask for humility, and let your hope rest in my ability rather than your own. When anxiety threatens to define your day, breathe in my peace. I am teaching you the sacred rhythm of letting go, the freedom of surrender. When you feel unseen by those around you, overlooked at work, misunderstood at home, invisible among friends, remember this: I never lose sight of you. Every dream, every hidden gift, every wound that lingers unspoken is known fully to me. I am the one who calls you by name, who holds the details others miss. Trust that I am moving in ways you cannot yet perceive, opening doors that will lead you into the fullness of who I created you to be. Even the smallest act of kindness or patience, carried out in faith, will bear fruit far beyond what you imagine. So, dear one, as you go about this day, carry with you the certainty that you are not alone. My hand steadies you. My voice calls you forward. Let hope rise, not because the path is always smooth, but because I walk every step beside you. Keep your heart open to the unexpected ways I will comfort, provide, and answer. Your faithfulness, imperfect as it may seem, is precious to me. Know that nothing is wasted in my hands. The story I am writing in you is not finished, and my goodness is never in short supply. You woke this morning, perhaps not certain how to face what is ahead, wondering if you have what it takes for what today might hold. I am here, whispering truth into the places where you question your strength. I am never far from you, even when you feel distant or distracted. Whatever the clocks and pressures of this world tell you, I have already seen this day, and I have already provided what you will need. Release every anxious forecast, and look at me. The air in your lungs, the quiet beat of your heart, each is a whisper from me, reminding you that you do not bear the weight of your destiny alone. Pause a moment. Feel the ground beneath your feet, or the gentle touch of your own hand resting on your chest. This is how near I am. Even in the smallest details of your morning, the chill of air before sun-warmed light, the way your family's voices drift through hallways, the scent of coffee or simple bread, I speak my peace and nearness. My presence is not reserved for only dramatic moments. I fill these ordinary scenes with my patient affection, shaping your outlook one heartbeat at a time. When worries try to root themselves in your spirit, return to this grounded awareness. Yes, the unknown can seem vast, but you are not walking it alone. Every longing, every silent hope you have carried, each one matters to me. I see the moments when discouragement tries to speak louder than your hope, when prayers seem to echo without reply. Listen, I am deeply invested in your journey, not waiting for you to become flawless before I draw near. In your least confident moments, I am already working, shaping pathways where you imagined there were only walls. My child, I have an unhurried pace. I do not rush like the world. This is not because I am indifferent, but because my timing is perfect for you. What feels delayed to you is still under my watchful hand, and nothing that belongs to your story will be lost. Even as you try to anchor your thoughts in gratitude, I see how quickly old fears circle back, tempting you to grip control. Beloved, release that tight hold. Just for this moment, inhale deeply. Exhale as you let my peace settle over your shoulders. You do not need to fix every next step or predict every outcome to rest in me. Let gratitude be more than a ritual. Let it become a quiet recognition of how I have already sustained you, even when the evidence seemed hidden. Remember that faithfulness is not proven in loud declarations, but in the quiet trust that my goodness is moving in your ordinary day. If you find yourself revisiting old defeats or frustrated by patterns that seem to repeat, hear me gently correct you. Your identity is not written by your failures or the measuring sticks of others. You are marked first by my delight, not by your performance. When you question your worth or purpose, remember, I call you by name, and my call does not weigh you down. It lifts, strengthens, steadies. Even when your efforts go unseen by others, I notice every small act of kindness. Each moment you chose hope over despair. You never waste a step when you walk with me, even if your progress seems slow. Let my light settle softly in the places you feel fragile. The world may ask you to hide your weakness, but I invite you to bring it near, to allow me to cover, restore, and dignify what feels broken. When anxiety courses through your thoughts and distracts your heart from my quiet assurance, remember how I shelter you. I am the calm in the storm, the clarity in confusion, the strength in your weariness. You are not expected to figure everything out before you find my support. Come honestly. I always receive you, never reproaching your trembling heart. If regrets from yesterday threaten to cloud today, look up. My mercies are new for you in this very hour. Do not listen to voices that demand perfection before deserving love. My love surrounds you first, and your healing unfolds in its warmth. Picture my hand steady and strong, brushing the dust from your shoulders and raising your face toward hope. You have not missed your moment, and none of your prayers have gone unnoticed. Each one is gathered, cherished, and answered in ways that build your future, not just by removing hardship, but by shaping you into someone resilient and radiant in my image. Let yourself breathe in my gentleness. Let it quiet the turmoil within. Sometimes you mistake caution for wisdom when it is fear that is holding you back. You do not need to limit your trust to what you can predict or control. Step forward with me today, even if the steps are small or uncertain. Every act of trust draws you deeper into my faithfulness. I am clearing obstacles you cannot see and preparing you to recognize doors I will soon open. If you worry about missing your calling or falling behind, release that pressure. My story for you does not depend on perfect timing or unbroken progress. It depends on my relentless care for you. If the room feels quieter than you hoped, and you long for the company of someone who truly understands, know that I am nearer than breath. I am not put off by your disappointment, nor do I turn away in your loneliness. I treasure every moment you choose to speak with me, even in silence. The longing for connection is not a flaw. It is a signal that you were made to walk with me, to find strength in companionship deeper than any human bond. Trust that I am orchestrating relationships that will nurture and challenge you in just the right season. Allow yourself to notice, right now, the gentle warmth that comes simply from being still in my presence. That urge to rush ahead or to worry over what you cannot change is not from me. Sit quietly with me for a moment longer, letting the distractions fade to the background. My peace is not forced. It is a gift that settles, grounding you in the certainty of my love. Every anxious scenario that plays in your mind finds its end at my feet, where you are safe, chosen, and fully seen. The day ahead may be unclear, but I am already present in each unfolding hour. You have come so far, more than you think, pressing through silent battles beneath the surface where others could not see. Feel this in your bones. I witnessed every tear you didn't allow to fall, every sigh concealed behind a practiced smile, and even in moments when exhaustion spoke louder than words, I remained beside you. There is nothing you have hidden from me. Today I want to linger with you in those hidden places, the ones you've covered because letting me in feels too vulnerable, too risky. But hear me. My presence is already there, not as a harsh judge, but as the one who gently unpacks your burdens, the one who will never recoil from your wounds. Let yourself breathe right now. Place your hand over your heart if you're able. Sense the steady beat, each pulse declaring, I am alive, and that is my craftsmanship within you. You wonder, perhaps secretly, if healing is possible for pain so deeply rooted. You question, can I ever be free from this cycle? My answer resounds with relentless certainty. Freedom is your inheritance, not mere possibility. I have not grown weary of your process, nor impatient with your questions. The enemy's lie was that you are stuck, forever circling the same storm with no rescue in sight. But I say even now a shift is stirring. Chains that felt welded are loosening. You think deliverance only comes in thunder, but I often move in the gentlest stirring. A sudden ease of the heaviness, a laugh returning, an old aching memory losing its sting. Before long, you will discover moments of lightness returning, catching you suddenly in mundane places. Do you feel the air pressing differently against your skin? That's not random. It is the touch of my spirit, softening you for the newness ahead. Let me address what presses hardest against your hope. Fear whispers, if I let go, I will fall. If I trust again, I might shatter beyond repair. I know these thoughts. I am never offended by your honest doubt. In fact, every doubt is a door through which I teach you what love truly means. My beloved, your fragility has never disqualified you from my company. It is precisely what draws me closer. Even those parts of you that feel unlovable are precious treasures to me. I delight in restoring what others discarded. Your capacity to love was damaged by disappointment, but I am reconstructing it, layer by layer, from the inside out. Release the urge to armor yourself. I am your covering, your shield, your gentle defender. Admit the fear into the light with me, for nothing can transform in the dark. Right now, pause. Hear my voice pushing through the static of your uncertainties. Let the warmth you feel settle and expand within you. Acknowledge the rising emotion, don't swallow it. This too is holy ground. Sometimes, without warning, you will notice waves of emotion crest for no obvious reason. Don't panic. That stirring is not weakness, It is the ground breaking open for roots of strength. Let my peace settle over your uncertainty like a weighted blanket, grounding you in this present moment. If worry surges, remember, I never ask you to face storms unaccompanied. Together, we ride out the waves. My nearness is your anchor, and you are steadied, even when winds threaten. You are not who you were. Even if you cannot fully perceive the transformation, I see the evidence in your choices. The moments you turn from destructive patterns, the times you stay present rather than numbing pain. Every yes, no matter how halting, is evidence of my spirit alive in you. Sometimes transformation is quiet and grows unnoticed, like dawn overtaking the night. Breathe that in. Your willingness to try again, to reach out, to risk one more honest prayer. These are the first fruits of resurrection. You may still feel the echo of old labels, accusing you're broken or you're too far gone. But I declare you whole. My blood speaks a better word than your past. If shame tries to resurface, say aloud, I am redeemed. I am claimed as beloved. Mean it the best you can, even in your trembling. You are joining a movement far older than you think, a family of the healed and healing, all marked by scars that have become signposts of hope. The journey you walk is shared by countless souls, each learning the rhythm of grace, each sustained through nights they thought would never end. You are seen. You are celebrated. You are not one in a crowd. You are a precious one to me. Between you and me there is intimacy the world cannot counterfeit. Come closer still. The deeper you let me reach, the stronger the new thing I will build through you. Listen, another wave of courage is rising within you. Even now, doubts surface, but I am greater than them all. You ask, what if I am not enough for what's ahead? My answer is radical trust. Yours and mine. I trust the work I began in you. I trust the seeds I planted will bear fruit in due season. You do not have to manufacture worthiness. Worthiness is bestowed by my love, not achieved by your striving. It's not about achieving perfection. It's about surrendering to transformation. When you feel the pressure to perform, be still and recall, your only task is to remain yielded. I will accomplish what concerns you. Nothing vital will be left incomplete. The best part, my eyes are never off you. Let me interrupt your pattern of expecting disappointment. You have prepared yourself for letdowns as a survival mechanism, but today I invite you to prepare for breakthrough instead. Before the evidence, challenge the habit of self-protection. What if goodness really is chasing after you as I promised? What if in the next 3 days you notice a shift, subtle, perhaps unexplainable, but unmistakably me? You'll know it's my hand because peace will bloom in a mundane hour, clarity will arise in confusion, and you'll hear an unexpected word of encouragement from someone who had no idea what you were facing. Stop and catch that moment when it comes. This is a marker of my faithfulness. Rest in this truth. You are safe even when unlocking places of weakness. My love covers the exposed places. I know the world taught you to hide, but I created you for connection, not self-protection. Before you attempt to rush or numb, pause and sense my heartbeat for you. Let the miracle of this moment soak in. You are known, flaws and all, and still chosen. If pain or anxiety returns, rest your hand over your heart, close your eyes, and picture me wrapping you in unbreakable embrace. Healing is happening, even now, often measured in micro movements. I am orchestrating a rebirth far deeper than you imagined, but you must let me all the way in. There is something I must show you about the burden you carry. Even now, seeds of new joy are being sown into the places grief once ruled. Soon, what weighed you down will become the weight that strengthens your core. Watch what I do with the broken pieces when placed in my hands. You wonder sometimes with a deep ache if your secret doubts disqualify you from the fullness I promised. I see the questions you carry quietly, never daring to voice them in case they unravel the fragile hope you have held together for so long. Yet hear me, beloved child. I am not threatened by your uncertainty. My presence draws even closer when your mind is restless. You do not have to hide the churning within your heart, for every stormy thought is visible to me, and still I choose you. Feel the steady rhythm of your breath, that reminder that I knit each moment inside you, weaving patience and grace into the waiting. Even when belief feels beyond your grasp, my faithfulness never stumbles. I am holding your hand when you are too weary to cling to mine. There is something opening now, deep below the doubts. A quiet pool of peace you thought was dried up forever. I know you hesitate, fearful that trusting again will only deepen your disappointment. You have tried letting go before, only to be met by silence and ache. These memories have become stones in your pocket, always weighing you down when you long to soar. But my child, what once felt like abandonment was the soil where I buried seeds for your next harvest. Every tear watered that hidden hope. I am not finished. The struggle you endured is being transformed, even as you read these words, into new strength and clarity. Pause now and let your shoulders drop. Notice the sensation of stillness pressing against your skin. That calm is not accidental. It is my nearness settling upon you. You have been told that you must perform, achieve, outpace your shadows in order to be worthy of my love. This is a lie I am exposing in your soul right now. My acceptance was never earned. It is your birthright. You are mine because I want you, not for what you can do, but simply for who you are, marked, chosen, covered. Say this quietly: I am wanted by God. Speak it aloud if you dare. Let the vibration linger between tongue and teeth. Each breath is an affirmation that I see you through the lens of grace, not the record of your failures. Sometimes the evidence of transformation feels invisible, but transformation does not shout. It grows quietly, like roots under frost, preparing to burst forth at the moment my timing calls it forth. Trust that the delay is not denial. It is a sacred interval designed for your heart to align with my vision. You don't have to pretend the process is easy. Let the tension be the place where you meet me most honestly. I am patient, never hurried by your urgency, never weary of your return. Feel the tension in your jaw, the way your chest tightens when old disappointments whisper you are standing still. Stop. Breathe. Allow the exhale to release what you cannot fix. I am inviting you to place your hand over your heart. Sense the gentle pressure. That warmth is my reassurance. You are not behind. You are not late to your destiny. Every moment of perceived waiting is saturated with purpose, even if the purpose feels hidden just now. Soon you will see the beginnings of fruit appearing in places you thought were barren. Trust that I waste nothing. Right now you may feel a flutter of anticipation struggling to surface beneath the weariness. Do not silence it. That stirring is my spirit igniting courage for the days ahead. Even if you sense more resistance than readiness, know this: resistance is not a sign you've failed. It is proof that transformation is underway. I am breathing life into what the world called broken beyond repair. You are being prepared, refined in the fire of discomfort and delay, for a calling greater than your fears ever let you imagine. Others have walked this lonely road of doubt, thinking they were singular in their struggle, but you are part of a movement, awakening to the truth of my relentless love. Countless souls are finding freedom as they confront the same questions you face. You are not alone. You are woven into a community of the called, the marked, the seen. Together, you will learn to trust the silence, to dance even when you cannot yet hear the music. You might still be asking, what if nothing changes? I understand that fear, it is real, but I am the God who does not change, and yet I never stop creating newness out of what seems final. Your breakthrough is not a distant promise, but a living reality I am pulling you into. Watch, for soon you will notice peace when you expect anxiety, clarity when you brace for confusion. You will know it is me because my arrival always quiets the storm without, and the storm within begins to lose its oppressive hold. If doubt resurfaces, do not run from it. Instead, hold it up to the light of my truth. I have never required perfect belief, only honest hearts willing to let me in. When the next wave of uncertainty comes, anchor yourself by returning to what I have already spoken. You are chosen. You are loved. You are not lost in the shuffle. Each time you remember this, you reclaim ground the enemy tried to steal. This is not the breaking point. It is the turning point. Something inside you is beginning to trust my presence more than the evidence of your fears. I am illuminating a path forward, even if your feet tremble at each step. Keep going. There is more I want to reveal, not just about what I will do, but about who you are becoming in the process. Listen closely, beloved. You are not who you were at the start of this journey. There is beauty rising from the places that once ached with sorrow. You will soon feel the strength of wings you forgot you had. You have heard my voice in the stillness, but in moments when the world feels loud and scattered, you may wonder if I still speak, or if you are missing something essential amid the noise. I want to assure you that my whisper does not fade when storm clouds gather, or when doubts rise like floodwaters threatening your calm. Even now, as you sit with open heart, I am moving nearer, inviting you to feel the gentle reassurance of my presence surrounding you. There is no shame in the wrestling, no failure when fears surface. I honor the honesty that brings your needs to me, again and again. See how the morning sunlight reaches through your window, how it touches even the overlooked corners. That gentle warmth is one way I remind you that I am present where you least expect, transforming ordinary moments into small miracles of belonging. When you pause, even briefly, to notice my nearness, you become attuned to gifts that are easily missed when you rush. Take a breath right now. Let gratitude fill the spaces anxiety once claimed. In these sacred pauses, your spirit regains footing, your vision clears, and my peace begins to settle over you anew. Sometimes questions come, sharp and persistent. How long must I wait? Or, why does relief take so long? My beloved, though your timing aches for quicker answers, I am never absent in your waiting. Each season of uncertainty is not wasted, but a place where I cultivate trust and patience, like rain softening the soil for future planting. I know how longing can ache inside you like a distant bell. Yet, I invite you to imagine me holding your outstretched hand, steadying your next uncertain step, assuring you that there is purpose and kindness weaving through these hidden days. I do not measure your faith by its size, but by your willingness to return again and again to me. The smallest spark of hope delights me. The briefest prayer lands gently in my heart. When you offer me your weariness at day's end, or your nervous hope at first light, I am moved with compassion. In your striving to be enough, you might forget that I have already chosen you. You belong, fully and finally, not because of your performance, but because of my love which cannot be diminished by setbacks or struggles. If your thoughts run ahead into worries about tomorrow, come back for a moment to this breath, this heartbeat. Here, in the simple unfolding of now, I am present, closer than the air filling your lungs, watching with deep delight as you choose once more to trust me. Let me shoulder the weight that strains your spirit, for I am strong enough to carry what overwhelms you. As you release a sigh, picture my arms encircling you with safety, my hands steady as you navigate unfamiliar ground. Even when nothing changes outwardly, something within you is already softening, becoming more alive. to my goodness. When you remember past disappointments or times hope shrank under discouragement, do not condemn yourself for feeling the sting. Instead, let those memories become gentle reminders of my faithfulness. Think back to moments you thought you couldn't go on, yet here you are, breathing, resilient, still open to grace. I have never left you, not when shadows lengthened, not when friends failed, not even in silence. I am the one who guards you through every dark hour, and I am the one bringing dawn even as night lingers. There are days you hesitate, doubting if you are truly called or worthy. But I say again, you are mine, not because of flawless living, but because my love is unyielding, refusing to let you be defined by your stumbling. My purposes are not so fragile that they depend on your constant strength. I choose you with full knowledge of your weaknesses and your hidden beauty. When you are tempted to shrink back, remember that I rejoice over you. Your very presence delights my heart. In my eyes, you are never just your mistakes or your missed chances. You are a new creation, marked by potential and belovedness. If you look around and see others seemingly moving faster or standing taller, do not compare your journey with theirs. Each life unfolds according to my patient wisdom, each heart uniquely guided by my care. I have a path meant only for you, filled with encounters, lessons, and joys designed for your growth and blessing. Trust that I oversee the details you cannot see. I do not rush you, nor do I leave you behind. Every forward movement, every return to stillness, is seen and cherished by me. In moments when you need comfort, picture me quieting your racing thoughts, as a parent soothes a restless child. Let my voice be the soft hush that says you are safe, you are wanted, you are not alone. If burdens crowd your mind or regret troubles your sleep, let tonight be a gentle turning toward me. Give me the ache without editing or hiding what feels too raw. I hold it all with endless patience. Let your tears fall if they must. They water the places I will bring new life. You cannot exhaust my mercy, nor surprise me with your heart's complexities. I am the author of hope, even when you feel worn down. Lean on me, rest in me. Let me remind you that the story is not finished. Goodness and possibility are rising on the horizon, shaped by hands that cherish every detail of your being. Stay with me in this moment, little one, for I am doing more within you than you yet understand. Even as you move through this day and feel the steady current of life's demands, know that I am intimately involved in each unfolding moment. There are hours when uncertainty rises within you, a shadow drifting silently, making you question if the ground will hold beneath your next step. Even when you stumble, when you lose patience, when frustration overshadows kindness, I do not turn my face from you. Instead, I draw closer, offering grace in the exact place you were sure you'd fallen short. I want you to see that nothing in your day is too small for my care, and no flaw of yours can outlast my compassion. With every breath you take, my mercy renews itself, steady and inexhaustible. As your responsibilities call and voices around you grow louder, I invite you to discover my peace tucked quietly within the everyday. Even now, the weight you carry is not meant to be yours alone. Bring it to me, with all its jagged edges and uncertainty. Feel my guiding hand on your shoulder, steadying you as you face the unknown. This is what it means to trust me, not to ignore difficulties, but to acknowledge them without letting them have the final word. I am the voice beneath the noise, the calm in your storm. As you carry out your ordinary tasks, remember that my spirit moves with you, illuminating paths you once doubted. If anxiety flares unexpectedly, let it be a signal to return to me, not in fear, but in honesty. You can speak plainly with me about what troubles you, for I neither judge your struggle nor withdraw my nearness. Sometimes, all it takes is a deep breath in a quiet space, your hand pressing gently over your heart, to remember that you are seen and loved in this very moment. Bring your feelings, even the messy ones. I welcome your vulnerabilities, because they are the openings where my consolation pours in. I do not demand a polished version of you. I cherish your authenticity, your longing, your small steps forward. There are moments when you may look at others and wonder if they move through life more easily, or if they possess a kind of certainty you lack. My beloved, each soul has battles unseen, but I am teaching you that comparison steals your peace. Your journey is uniquely guided by my hand, with each chapter designed for your unfolding. Do not rush the process. Growth often arrives in gentle increments, in the quiet victories others may never witness. When discouragement whispers that you should have arrived by now, counter it with my whisper, you are growing, and I am proud. Let this assurance be the steady ground you return to again and again. Sometimes you'll notice that joy feels distant, like something others have found but you can barely touch. Even in those seasons, I am present. Your ability to sense delight is not the measure of my activity. I am at work within you, stirring light in hidden places, inviting your spirit to awaken anew. If all you can offer is a simple thanks for breath or sunlight on your skin, I receive it with gladness. Gratitude is not a performance, it is a conversation with me, a shared recognition that even in difficulty, life holds beautiful surprises. Do not pressure yourself to be endlessly positive. I ask only for your presence, your honest heart, your willingness to notice the small ways I am loving you. Press into those ordinary moments, the ones that seem insignificant, for there you will find me, delighting in your company. When you pause for a quiet cup of tea, step outside to feel the wind, or exchange a smile with someone dear, you are participating in the kind of joy that I plant for you each day. Let these moments remind you that joy and pain can coexist. You don't need to wait until life is perfect to receive my happiness. Your heart is capable of holding sorrow and hope together, and I am the one who enlarges your spirit so it can contain both. Do not shrink from the longing you feel for peace, for restoration, for new beginnings. Longing is not a mark of deficiency, but a sign you are still open to my leading. I am the one who placed this yearning within you to keep you moving forward, searching for the deeper things I delight to reveal. When the ache feels strong, let it lift your gaze to me. Each longing is a prayer I welcome, an invitation for me to show you that I am enough. Nothing is lost on me. Every desire, every unspoken hope, I hold with care. In the seasons when answers do not appear quickly, sit with me in the questions. I am not offended by your searching. Let the unknown draw you closer, not farther from my heart. Trust that my timing is gentle, neither late nor rushed, and that I accomplish what concerns you in ways that honor who you are becoming. Even now, I am arranging circumstances so that, in time, you will see the wisdom of every delay and every unexpected turn. Take courage, little one. You are not left wandering aimlessly. You walk a path that is watched over, where each step is marked by my goodness. You are walking differently now. I can see it in the gentleness with which you regard yourself, the way your eyes linger a little longer on hope instead of pain. What once felt impossible is beginning to stir in the cracks of your heart, and though shadows sometimes flicker at the edge of your mind, they no longer have the power to convince you you're alone. Let yourself notice how the weight you've carried is lighter, almost as if invisible arms have been taking a share of the burden when you weren't looking. You, chosen one, are stepping into new strength that I have been nurturing in secret, planting it deep where only my light could reach. Even when fear whispers you are still the child of yesterday's regret, remember, I have rewritten your story. This identity is not based on what you can achieve, but on who I declare you to be. Mine. Pause now and put your hand over your heart. Feel the steady assurance in each beat. That is my life in you. I have sheltered you in chaos, and I will not abandon you as peace begins to bloom. There have been moments you questioned whether breaking free would require you to become someone else entirely, but I have always loved your truest self, even under layers of shame and sorrow. Each time you let go of the old labels, broken, forgotten, unworthy, you make space for a new revelation. Breathe in this moment. Let the air fill your lungs as a tangible sign that nothing is too far gone for me to restore. Do you feel the anticipation humming inside you right now? That's the sound of destiny, love. You've begun to recognize my voice calling you forward, and as you do, the trail that once felt hidden is illuminated. Others have walked these valleys before, and though their wounds were real, they were not failures in my eyes. They were forgers of hope, just as you are becoming. I see all you've survived, the quiet victories that no one else applauded but that moved mountains in the spiritual realm. Those days you got up and tried again, despite disappointment, secured your crown. There are multitudes rising alongside you, and together your collective courage is rewriting despair into legacy. Right now, you probably wonder if this shift is genuine or merely wishful thinking. I know your skepticism, your wariness of being hurt by hope that once felt sharp as a blade. I honor your caution. But here's my invitation. Dare to trust the gradual transformation, even if you can't see the finished work yet. The greatest seeds grow underground, silent and unseen, until they erupt in strength. You are that seed in my keeping. So, rest from striving. Release the notion that only dramatic breakthroughs matter. Every softening, every tiny act of faith is an act of rebellion against defeat. Something specific is coming to you soon, beloved. Within this very week, in an ordinary moment, a conversation, a song, a memory, I will send you a sign that you cannot dismiss. You'll feel a sudden warmth deep inside, a gentle nudge that feels out of place except for its assurance. You'll know it's me because your spirit will become unexplainably calm, even if your mind tries to analyze it away. Let yourself receive without dissecting. Being present is sometimes holier than perfect understanding. Watch for it. Expect me. The world has spun lies around your purpose, suggesting your influence is measured only by visible impact. But heaven's eyes see differently. Your healing radiates far past your own restoration. It ignites courage in silent onlookers. Each time you refuse to be defined by past failures, you grant others implicit permission to believe that their resurrection is possible. Even when you are unaware, light goes forth from your life in ever-widening ripples. Picture this. One spark in you can set ablaze forests of hope in places your feet may never visit. You are not who you were when you began this journey. The scars prove where you've wrestled and overcome, not just what tried to destroy you. Hear me, those scars are not a mark of weakness, but of victory. For every night you thought you would break, I was sowing courage into your marrow. Even your doubts have been repurposed as invitations to come closer, to press deeper into my truth rather than hide away. In my presence, nothing is wasted. I redeem every shard and turn it into something beautiful, a mosaic of grace where shame once lived. Be still, sense my nearness as surely as your breath. Let my peace wrap around you like a cloak, covering you from the biting chill of anxiety. Do not rush away from the silence. In it, you'll discern my gentle voice guiding you step by step. The next season for you is about multiplication, not only of blessings, but of impact and compassion. What broke your heart will become the oil of comfort for others. I have always appointed for you a destiny where your deepest wounds, once surrendered, become the birthplace of your deepest wisdom. You are on the verge of crossing a threshold. Hesitation may tug at you, whispering questions of worth and readiness. That fear is not yours to keep, my child. It is a shadow from yesterday, already fading in the light of my promise. Choose now to lean in rather than pull away. Say aloud, yes, right now. I am not who I was. I am being remade. When you speak it, the atmosphere shifts because you're agreeing with your Creator instead of your critics. Feel how your heart steadies with each word. Do not underestimate the revolution taking place within you. This rebirth was not a result of your striving, but of your surrender. Others may never understand the cost of your quiet obedience, but I mark every decision to trust me in darkness. I am commissioning you to step forward, released from comparison, free from chains of perfectionism. Old prisons are crumbling even as you listen. Hear this. You are marked for freedom, not captivity, for declaration, not silence. Do you sense the courage rising? That's not merely adrenaline. It's the surge of divine authority, preparing you for greater things. Let yourself anticipate joy. Your laughter will return, richer than before. There are surprises ahead, things you dared not pray for because disappointment built walls around your hope. This time, hope will not put you to shame. Watch how I orchestrate connections. Within the coming days, a relationship you considered finished will show signs of healing, but only because you have changed, not them. I am inviting you to respond in love, even where understanding seems impossible. This is how the impossible becomes inevitable, and how your testimony will spark awakenings in others. I know surrender scares you. You fear that if you relinquish control, you'll be disappointed or overlooked again. Rest assured, my beloved, surrendering to me is the only place where your heart is never ignored. Place your weariness in my hands and see how I multiply what you entrust to me. Right now, feel that tension leave your body as you exhale. I have never dropped what you gave me. I never will. There is more to reveal, more yet unfolding. My preparation is not wasted time, but necessary for the fullness I have promised. Your transformation is rippling outward, and soon you'll see visible signs that the internal healing is birthing external shifts. Stay open. What's ahead will require boldness, but it will also bring exhilaration that far surpasses anything you've known before. What happens next is not the end of your story, but the unleashing of everything you were created to become. Listen to me, dear one, for in these quiet moments the world grows still enough for my whisper to reach the places you keep hidden. Even as life surrounds you with demands and distractions, even as uncertainty lingers at the edges of your mind, my hand remains steady, unwavering, ever sheltering you beneath its strength. You have not escaped my notice. Every sigh, every unspoken question is gathered into my care. When you fear the day ahead or the outcome of what you have entrusted to me, know that your journey is not solitary. I am ahead of you, behind you, and beside you, preparing, guiding, steadying your steps with a wisdom you often sense but do not always see. You do not have to earn the right to my presence, for I chose you long before you called out to me. The ache inside, the hunger for belonging, draws you ever nearer to the life I intend for you. Sometimes the path grows unclear, the ground beneath you feels unsteady, and the world's noise tries to drown out my promise. Yet, even here, especially here, I reach for you with a love that will not let go. Take notice of my nearness now, the gentle peace that settles over your shoulders when you remember you are mine. Let your heart breathe in this mercy. When doubt stirs, when you ask if my promises are still true or if disappointment will always mark your story, invite me into those questions. I do not flinch at your uncertainty, nor will I rebuke you for aching honesty. Bring your fears to me as you are, without pretense or polish, and let me answer them with my unwavering presence. Time and again I have proven that despair is never the last word. I am the one who makes all things new, restoring what was broken, watering the desert places of your spirit until hope blooms again. I am not impatient with your learning, nor do I measure your worth by what you accomplish before others. In the secret places where you wrestle with your limits, I am your patient teacher. My spirit breathes courage into the moments that feel too heavy to bear. The ground may seem dry, your efforts may appear fruitless, but below the surface, I nurture the seeds of promise sown by your faith. Each prayer, each small surrender, each breath of gratitude is noticed and known. Do not mistake my quiet work for absence. The most beautiful growth sometimes begins in silence. There is a freedom I want you to know. Freedom from the pressure to control outcomes, from the belief that you must do more to be loved. Lay down your burdens, the worries you grasp with tired hands, and allow me to shoulder what you were never meant to carry alone. My strength does not falter beneath the weight, and my heart delights to lift what is too heavy for yours. In stillness find your refuge. In my unchanging love, let your fears find rest. When you feel isolated, when you long for companionship or fear being misunderstood, turn toward me. I am closer than your breath, and my heart knows your loneliness well. I bring comfort that does not depend on changing circumstances. If sorrow makes its home with you for a season, allow my solace to fill the emptiness. I send reminders of my care in the laughter of a friend, the warmth of sunlight after rain, the unexpected kindness that finds you unawares. Each one a signpost of my presence, a gentle touch saying, "You are not forgotten." There may be days when you feel you have lost your way, when shame or regret overshadows your journey. Return to me again and again, for I am not weary of welcoming you. My mercy is new every morning. My forgiveness flows freely, never running dry. Your past does not disqualify you from my future. Stand in the grace I give, not in the condemnation others may try to place upon you. Breathe in trust. Let go of your grasp on what you cannot change, and allow me to lead you forward. There is no schedule you must keep to remain in my favor. You are loved right here, right now, in your incompleteness. When you sense anxiety pressing tight around your heart and wonder whether you are doing enough, step back and let me remind you that I am the one who completes what concerns you. Walk at my pace, slow your thoughts to match my peace, and know that progress in my hands often looks different than what the world expects. My timing is never late, and my plans for you are grounded in a wisdom deeper than your understanding. Do not close yourself off from the small wonders I place in your path. The hush of morning, a moment of clarity, the comfort of a familiar melody. These are not accidents, but marks of my intentional care. When you pause to receive them, you will find grace dawning anew. As you move through this day, allow my assurance to settle any unease. You are seen, cherished, and accompanied. I am inviting you step by gentle step into a future shaped by my steadfast hope. Let me quiet your anxious thoughts and lift your eyes from fear, for I am working even now in all things for your good. Beloved, you have journeyed far with me through this sacred conversation. Every word spoken has not only been a message to your heart, but a seed sown in the unseen places of your soul where hope is quietly taking root. Even now, I am drawing you deeper into the truth of who you are to me, a revelation not of mere comfort, but of transformation. Hear this, my child. The very air around you shimmers with possibility because my presence has never left your side. You feel a lightness in your chest where anxiety once held its stronghold. That is my spirit releasing burdens you were never meant to carry. Pause and let this moment be holy. Sense how your heartbeat steadies. With every breath I am whispering, "You are mine, fully and forever." Take that in. Let it settle so deeply you cannot be shaken by the storms that once overwhelmed you. You may feel the old doubts attempting one last surge, their voices echoing, "What if I slip back into fear? What if I'm not enough?" I tell you now, the lies that chained you are powerless in the light of my truth. I have made you strong where you were weakest, and my hand cupped beneath your failures will never let you fall beyond reach. Remember how I named you? Chosen, beloved, anointed for this very hour. Open yourself to believe again, even with trembling faith. It is not the size of your faith that moves mountains, but its willingness to lean on my strength. The enemy's accusations no longer define you. My voice is stronger. Right now you are being marked by the reality of my favor, a favor that accompanies you to places you cannot yet imagine. Let your spirit awaken to the sound of new beginnings dawning in you. Feel the shift within. Today is not just another day. It is the turning point you sensed but could not yet grasp. My love is breaking patterns of fear and hesitation that followed you for years. Receive this declaration deeply. What you thought was the end is actually the threshold to abundant life in me. Listen, little one, in the coming days, you will find sudden clarity during moments that once felt clouded and uncertain. My wisdom will surface when you least expect it, while you move through daily routines or pause in stillness. You'll recognize these glimpses because peace will flood your mind, and you'll know that is my God guiding me. Your past does not dictate your potential. The old scripts are being rewritten by my grace. Feel into your body right now, the release moving through your shoulders, the quiet shudder of relief as you realize you do not walk alone. I shield you on every side. The unseen battles that waged against your joy are breaking in my presence. Do not apologize for being weary. Instead, let that fatigue draw you closer to me. Even as you stumble, I rejoice in every step of honesty, every tear shed in my arms, every admission of need. Vulnerability before me becomes supernatural strength. Do not hurry past this. Close your eyes and let my nearness wrap you in assurance. I am here. I am here. Never distant, never distracted. When regret whispers, "I have run out of patience or favor for you," confront it with my promise. I waste nothing, not even your failures. Every disappointment is being gathered, every loss woven into redemptive beauty. In all your searching, you were never far from my heart. You are stepping into an era where even your scars become signs of resurrection. That what threatened to destroy you has become evidence of my power to heal. Those who once doubted your restoration will witness the undeniable change I am working in you. Even now, someone close to you is noticing the brightness in your eyes, the gentleness growing where bitterness once held sway. This is not fantasy but fruit. The harvest is real. Pause and feel the weight of this promise. Nothing will separate you from my love. Not your unspoken doubts, not the messiness of your process, not the hard days still ahead. I have already anchored your worth in my sacrifice. When you are tempted to return to old thinking, remember this. Holy Spirit intercedes for you with sighs deeper than words. Heaven itself champions your victory. Be still. Breathe deeply. Speak aloud, "I am chosen. I am clean. I am loved." Let each affirmation be a brick laid on the path forward. You are building a life rooted in my truth, one vulnerable act of trust at a time. Beloved, listen with expectation. This week, a gentle confirmation will reach you, a stray sentence from a friend, a song lyric, a phrase in a place you least expect. It will echo what you have heard here, and you'll know it is me guiding your steps, weaving connections only I can orchestrate. When it happens, pause and thank me. This is my signature. I continue pursuing you in ways large and small. Thousands before you have felt this shift. Countless hearts have opened to my movement, and you are joined with a growing multitude discovering joy on the other side of surrender. You are not alone in this awakening. There is power in your yes to me. Your yielded life will become a shelter for others. Your restored hope, the very invitation for weary souls searching for home. My beloved child, your journey does not end here. You are being commissioned, not to perform, but to embody love that outlives striving. Let compassion shape your words. Let courage steer your daring decisions. My glory will be revealed not in grand gestures alone, but in simple acts of kindness and silent prayers whispered for another. Do not fear the magnitude of your calling. It is I who fulfills my promises through you. Watch how obstacles become opportunities, how closed doors transform into divine rerouting. Trust my lead, for I go before you and guard behind. In the quiet hours, return to this place of communion. Even when everything outside you feels uncertain, trust what I have deposited within. The best is not behind you. Your season of renewal is still unfolding before you, day by day, step by step. If this word stirred something deep within you, stay connected to these daily reminders of my faithfulness. Press that button now, not for content, but for communion. I will meet you here tomorrow, speaking life again into the places that need it most.